Hi. Hi. Fidelis here. I'm in my garden. I'm back, my backyard at home, and I'm working on my Kenyan vegetables. I uprooted them because they grow so fast, and I keep on uprooting them and harvest and then cook. And after, I hope people can hear me. I totally do hope that people can hear me. um yeah, and then I will cook them and deep freeze them, and during the winter time, anytime I feel like I want to eat a Kenyan meal, we'll just get portion of it out and we will eat that. So as you can see from my caption, I'm talking about soil. I'm working with products from the garden, and there is soil, as you can see, because I uprooted them. And as you can see, there is soil in it. Hi. Oh, thank you for watching, Lindsay. Can you hear me well? Let me know whether you can hear me. I totally do hope that people can hear me. And if I'm not so clear, please let me know whether I'm clear enough. Otherwise, I will have to do something about it. But nice to have you here. Thank you. It might be a little bit loud because my new neighbors, those who follow me, they know I have a new neighbor, not even one. There are a lot of new neighbors. They're busy building their houses and cutting. I think they're working on the tiles of the house, and they're cutting. And now, as usual, I start talking. There's somebody up there with his private small plane. And it was so quiet before. It was totally quiet. Now I start talking and it gets a little bit loud. But I do my best. I always do what I do best. I don't mind what others are doing. So I do me and I let them do them. So, like I was mentioning about the soil, do you feel motivated, encouraged, inspired around your friends? Does the people that you spend most time with, do they inspire and encourage you? Or do you have dead weight which your friends are carrying along? Just like these vegetables of mine, which I've just, hi, whoever just come in, just hi, say hi so that I can give you a shout out. Just like these vegetables of mine, they grew on fertile soil, and that's why I got some of them looking like, let me just lift it so that you see what I mean. Oh, looking like this. This is a vegetable, and this is how it looks like, and it is just a few months old. Not even a few months, I won't even call it weeks, just a few weeks old. And this is how huge it is, because it comes from a fertile soil where it's nurtured, it was given enough water, I was taking care of it. And yet, although everything was done perfectly by moi, there is still weed growing in my garden. I have to uproot the weed sometimes. Like this one, for example. This is a weed to some people. Just recently, I found out that this is also vegetables. And they are called, what was the name? Purslane. Purslane is the name of it. I just found out the other month, and I've already eaten them, and they are delicious. And yeah, just like I was saying, if you are surrounding yourself with people who don't inspire you, encourage you, push you, motivate you, people who gives you a reason to up your game, you can as well just say that you don't have friends. You can as well just be honest to yourself and say that you don't have friends, because when you surround yourself with the wrong people, they're going to pull you down. If they don't pull you down, they're going to put you, to keep you stagnant, so you don't move forward and you don't move backwards. So you're just there. So there's nothing. You're not winning in life. You're just stagnant. But if you invest in people who are above where you are, then they're going to push you. They're going to motivate you. They might not personally talk to you and say, wake up, let's go, let's do this. But you looking at what they're doing, just you following and seeing what this person is doing and achieving, it's going to shake you up a little bit. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. You might not move as fast as they have moved. And let me tell you something. Nobody success who is successful moved fast from 0 to 100. Not even Hamilton. For those of you who know that I love Formula One, not even Lewis Hamilton with his number 44. No, he also had to start as a child. His father had to pay for his trainings and all these, invested a lot of money. When you know his story, you will know that he started as a small child, and that's why he can perform the way he's performing today. The same thing applies to the Schumachers. They also had to start young, and they had to put in the work. People, most of the time, especially in the time we're living on today, the social media time, people tend to see only the wins. They just see the shining. They only see those Ferraris, those Lamborghinis. Some of them are even borrowed. They don't even belong to those people. They only tend to see those Louis Vuitton or whatever you want to see. This is what people are seeing today. But you are following somebody because of the wins and gains they have in life without even questioning their story. And there you are seated worrying about your own challenges which you're facing currently. Let me tell you something. Every successful person had to go some challenges in their life. Everyone. Even those who are right now at the Olympics and they're fighting hard to get those metals, whatever they want to get, whether it's gold, silver, platinum, or I don't know what even they get there. I'm not an Olympics person, but I'll put it out there because this is exactly what is happening right now. Even those people, they had to wake up early in the morning for weeks, days, months, years. Some of those people, they even had to sacrifice their family time, move away from home, and go stay in a camp or in a hotel or wherever it is, so that they can concentrate on upping up the game, so that they can at least represent their country very well during the Olympics. There was a sacrifice that had to be done. And most of the time, those people who are I love giving example with the sports people, because nobody has such a work ethic like a sportsman. These people, you guys, they don't just sleep and wake up in the morning and say, today I'm not doing anything because anyhow I'm going to win the marathon. I come from Kenya. People worldwide, they think that every Kenyan can run like crazy. I cannot. I'll just maybe start walking, even if it's not running. Just walking a few minutes and I'm out of air because I don't have the condition for it. I'm not trained for that. I have not been doing it. So when you see these people, especially the Kenyan marathon guys who keeps on winning the whole time, these guys, they run for hours, and on streets where the condition is just like impossible. And most of them, they run in groups. They do this as a teamwork. And these most of the time, these groups, they're their best friends. They turn those people to be their best friends because they know very well this person is a goal getter. They want to achieve something, and this is the person that I'm going to work with. It's really hard to find somebody who is running for marathon, having a football star or a footballer as their best friend, because of course they can train together, but those are two different sports. A marathon player is not going, somebody who is going for marathon is not going to run around the football pitch just for the fun of it. They want something different. They want a different ground. They don't want this soft football grass or whatever you call it. They don't want that. They want rough conditions like in the tarmac. Sometimes the road is not tarmacked, so they want that. And somebody who is a football player will not go on the streets just like that, chasing his ball just like that, because he cannot aimlessly train for his game. He needs that football pitch to train for his football, because for the game, because this is exactly the football pitch, the way it's constructed. This is how his winning is supposed to happen. It's not supposed to happen just aimlessly anyhow. So there are rules to be followed. And it's the same thing about friendship. If your friends are constantly focusing on just negative issues, or constantly concentrating on gossiping about who among the circle is doing better than who, my friend, you will end up being the person who is chasing the gossip so that you can fit in better. Because if you don't deliver what they expect you to have, if you don't talk, if you don't contribute to these gossips, then you're going to be an outsider among the friendship circle. But if you're more on business minded and you're concentrated on building and growing and everything, and you try to bring in your business mind concept to this gossip group, you are not going to fit in, because what you are focused on and what you're thinking, it's not what they are thinking. That is not what they're focused on. So you have to make a decision. You have to personally make a decision. Sometimes you just walk away from people, not because you hate them. Personally, I don't walk away from people because I hate them. Sometimes I just love people from a distance, because where I'm headed to is not where they're heading to. And I cannot compromise my goals just to fit in. I'm not going to step backwards so that I can be accepted. And for me, it's like I would rather be excluded for the people that I include, rather than being excluded for the people that I include. You get the point? I would rather have people hate me, or don't like me, or don't accept me, for including people who are more than what I am, people who are goal getters, people who have worked on worked on their mental, and not only just thinking about mentally what they want in life. People who are taking action. I'd rather include an action taker in my circle than having so many people who are just daydreamers. They're sitting and thinking, oh, I wish I can be like so and so, but what she's doing, I cannot do it. Excuse me, if you want to be like so and so, let's take for example, in my case, if I want to be like one of the top earners in the network marketing industry, because this is where I'm in the network marketing industry, part of what I do. There's so many things that I also do outside of the network marketing industry. But if I want to be among those top earners, I have to find out what are they doing that I'm not doing, and finding out alone what they're doing and I'm not doing is not enough. I have to take action. I have to do and be like them to get there, and not just say, oh, I wish I can be like a top earner, and like but they're doing Facebook lives. I cannot do that. They're doing YouTube. I cannot do that. They're doing TikTok. I cannot do that. The meeting with new people every day, I don't feel comfortable doing it. Then that's not my plan. That's not my target in life. You know, if it's your target to be like so and so, or to achieve what so and so have achieved, you have to go outside of your comfort zone. I know it's uncomfortable. It's also uncomfortable for me, especially doing this life right now. It's uncomfortable for my own reasons, so many reasons. I know that it's uncomfortable. Those of you who follow me, they know that I'm afraid of mixing up words. I'm afraid of forgetting words. Sometimes I'm also afraid of saying L instead of R where it's supposed to be. It was uncomfortable, still uncomfortable, but I'm doing my life videos, you know? And if at all somebody else can do it, I have to understand that I can do it too, because that person is not special than me. I'm not special than them. So if they can do it, I can do it too. If they can achieve it, I can achieve it as well. But I'm going only to achieve if I take actions, the same actions that they are taking, and not just hoping for it to come to me. I know it's difficult for some people to understand this. I don't have a boss since, I don't know, 2008. I'm not employed by anybody. I've been 100% self-employed, working from my phone. This is my office. This is from where I work from. I work from anywhere, any part of the world. And why? Because I saw somebody doing it. I saw some people doing it. And I decided, you know what? This is what I want to do. I don't want to have a boss. And I know very well I'm not employable. Those who've worked with me before, they know I'm not employable. There was people that I used to work with in a five-star hotel in Vienna. They will tell you, if you would ask them, I used to fight, literally fight with my boss every day in the morning. I was a waitress. I was serving on breakfast. And she, as my supervisor, her logical thinking, the way she expected us to do the things that were supposed to be done, for me, it didn't make sense. It totally didn't make sense, and I didn't agree with it. And I will fight with her. I would literally fight with her and tell her, listen, I know you are my boss, but it's me who is doing the job. For you, it's important. It should be important that the job is done, executed the way you want it, at the time that you want it to be executed. But I'm only good at doing it if I do it my way, and please let me do it my way, because this is how I understand how to do it. And funny enough, I was always good, and she was jealous of it, because whatever I had to do, I did it perfectly. Nobody came back to do it because I did it wrong. No, nobody, because when I put in my work, when I put in my time, I don't do half things. I go all in or all out. My husband can tell you very well, I don't know the middle. The middle thing, I don't do this. It's either all in or I don't do it. And knowing very well that I am unemployable, I am, number one, I am a black woman. I'm an African woman in Europe, one of the most countries in the world where the history of how they are, I don't want to go there, but it's still there. People just don't talk about it. It's still there. Racism is still here, and I don't want to talk about it. And I'm not the type of a person who is going to cry and say, yeah, because of that, that's why they're treating me like that. No, but because I know it's there, I understand it. But just the fact that I am a woman, a black woman in Europe, who has managed to do things in Europe with my little German, because here we speak German. With my little German, I've managed to do more than the people who were born here, people who speak the language fluently, people who went to school. Some of them, they have, I don't know how many titles from the university. I'm doing better than them. Why? Because I decided I'm going to look for people who are doing better than me, and I'm going to follow the footsteps of what they're doing. So my friend, when people, let me tell you something. When people come to you with, let me say, for example, business idea or an opportunity or any tip, whatever it is, and you run, you say, I will think about it, but actually you're not personally thinking about it. You are running to your friends, your circle of group of people, to ask them what they think about it. Should you or should you not do it? 99% most of the time, those friends, those family members, they're going to tell you, don't do it. And most of the time, they're not telling you out of love because they care that you might get hurt, you might lose, or whatever it is. Most of the time, they're saying no because they've understood something that you haven't personally understood. They know that if you go for it, you're going to outpower them. You're going to grow faster than them. You're going to walk faster than them. And they don't want you to be richer than them, because then you have more power than them. So they're going to stop you from doing it. So I am here to encourage you. Whatever you have in the past months, years, or whatever, wherever you have had the opportunity come knocking on your door, sometimes those opportunities are God pivoting your way in a different way, because that's where your blessings are. That's where God wants to bless you. All those things that you said no to, I am challenging you, go back to them. Go back to them. Look at it again. Give it a second chance. Give it a second glance. Just look at it again with your own eyes. Then make your own decisions. Not your family's decision, not your friend's decision, your own decisions. Because then that's the time you're going to understand whether that, whatever you had said no to, whether it's meant and was meant for you. And when you say yes to it, after having a second look at it, when you say yes to it, my friend, go all in and don't involve your friends until you are already in, totally in it. Because the moment you involve your friends, let me say you start, somebody approached you with a business, let's start tailoring. You can you can design nice clothes or whatever, and you said no, I don't think so, because your friends told you. If you start tailoring, that means you're going to spend hours on one piece of dress, and that dress may be probably you're not going to sell it. And then don't forget, you have to buy the machine, the sewing machine, all the equipments that are needed. So don't do it. Now, I'm telling you, go buy that machine. Go buy all the necessary things that are required to do that, and start sewing that dress. Only involve your friends when that dress is already hanging on a doll or whatever it is with a price tag on it. Let them know, this is for sale. I'm selling this. If you're my friend, you will buy it. Don't say if you're my friend, you will buy it. Just let them know you made it and you want to sell it, and mention your price. Don't fear and don't worry about the price. Don't think, yeah, I know my friends very well, they're not going to pay that. If they're your friends, they're going to support you and they're going to pay the price. And if they're even good friends, they're even going to give you a tip on top of it for the work that you've done best, and they're going to bring you more clients. But if they're not your friends, they will come and they'll start criticizing. You know, you could have used another button. You could have put this button this side, and if you had cut this material this way instead of this way, I could have bought it. Those are the friends that were stopping you from buying the machine from the beginning. But any of the friends who told you, try it, give it a shot, they're going to support you. They might not like that dress, but they might know somebody who might like the dress, and they're going to refer them to you. So, I have my weeds here. I have my nice soil here. And I have my soil, which I've been having for the past years. I am 100% self-employed, working from home way before COVID started. I've been working from home. I'm still working from home. And in case you're sleeping, we are all heading to another direction. The new COVID, whatever they're saying, we might end up being on lockdown for a long, long time. The question is, what are you doing about it? Are you just talking about it with your friends and discussing and then just leave it like that? Or are you planning? Are you planning for the future? Are you honestly planning? Let me ask you one uncomfortable question. If the world was to go back to lockdown again, will you still earn money? In lockdown, will you still earn money? You might say, money is not important to me. It's not the most important thing to me. I understand you and I totally respect you. But my friends, without money, you cannot feed your family. Without money, you cannot pay for your bills. Without money, you cannot pay for your hospital bills. Even in Europe, where people say that the government takes care of you for your hospital bill, you have already worked and put in that money that the government is going to spend on your hospital bill. So we can hate money as much as we want. We can try to avoid issues about money as much as we want. But believe me or not, we cannot avoid money. Money is important. Unless you want to live like a monkey in the forest, in the wilderness, you will need money. And let me tell you, even in that forest and that wilderness, you'll still need money, because if you don't have the forest, if it's not yours, somebody who owns that forest will come and kick you out. So that means you anyhow don't have anywhere to go and live unless you have your own forest. Then you can stay without money. So I'm giving you a challenge this Friday. Check your friends, check your group, be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, are they increasing you? Are they motivating you? Are they inspiring you? Are they supporting you? If not, I'm not telling you to hate them. I'm not telling you to forget about them. I'm just telling you, take the time out of that group. Build yourself from a distance. Love them from a distance. If there's somebody who is in that group willing to be pulled along, pull them along with you and build together and grow together. If they're not interested, well and good. Leave them there where they are. Go look for new friends. The world is so huge. There's so many people out there. So many people out there. You don't know everybody. Not even in your own small village or town or city or wherever you are. Not even in your own neighborhood. You don't know everybody. So you can imagine you still have a lot of friends out there that you have not met yet. So go out there, look for people who challenge you, people who make you feel uncomfortable, people who gives you a reason why you should get better. You might say, I don't want so much money. I used to be that person. I used to be that person who used to say, I have a house, I'm okay, I don't have children, so I don't care. Let me tell you something. We can never have enough money, because the more money you have, the more money you can help people with. The more money you have, the more you can give for charities. I know some people are uncomfortable with giving charities money because you don't know what they're doing with your money. But you can look for family which is suffering. Take one of their child and say, I'm going to support your child to go to school, to do whatever medical care that this child needs. You're going to do it. You don't have to adopt that child. You don't have to take that child away from their family. You don't have to do it. But you can support them while they're still with their family. And that way, you still have the opportunity to help somebody. So don't feel uncomfortable to earn more money. And if you're feeling uncomfortable to earn more money, my friend, you need new friends. Because this is the mentality of a broke person. This is the mentality of a poor person, that more money is evil, that money is evil. That's the mentality of a poor person. A rich person, and you wonder why the rich keeps on getting richer, they have a mentality of abundance. And abundance includes money, wealth. So go out there, challenge yourself, be better, do better, and I'm 100% sure your family is going to be grateful later on. The generation that is coming after you, they will have something that they are going to inherit from you. And not just inherit stories being told by neighbors, stories being told by whoever it is, that this person used just to sit around and gossip about people. I wouldn't want my family, my generation. I'm not having children. This is something that I decided. So I don't care about my children and my grandchildren. So that one, it's already behind me. I'm not going to worry about it. But if God decides today to give me a child, I'm not going to throw that child out, or I'm not going to abort that child. No, I'm going to keep the child. So in case that happens, I don't want my child to ever hear that I was just sitting and gossiping about people. I want them to hear that I was working hard. I was really working hard. I was being discouraged by people. I've been, what can I say? People have stolen from me. People have sabotaged what I've built. People have disrespected me. People have been unloyal to me, but I'm still going on. Even those who sabotaged my business, I didn't mind about them much. It hurt. It really did hurt. I had to take some time off because I didn't know what to do. It was really a hard time, but I woke up. I woke up and I moved on, and I started building again new. And where I am right now, I thank God. I thank God for that sabotage, because it made me be in a better place than I thought I was in a better place. That's what I thought until the reality came. Those who know me, they know that there's nothing for me more important than working with dignity, integrity, and empathy. And for me, if dignity, if integrity is not there, I am not there. I am definitely not there, because that's against my morals. It's totally, I don't care how much money you are offering me. If I know that people are being hurt because of your ways, because of your decisions, because of your choices, because of your arrogance, because of your greediness, I am not working with you. I'm not going to work with you. I don't care about that money that you were giving me, because I believe there is karma in everything, and energy moves, and everywhere where energy is moving, karma is moving as well. So if you take something that is not attained in the right ways, you see, whenever you see me looking away, I'm trying to think to get the words in English, because most of the time I have the words in Germany, so I have to work on my head, So if that money is not attained in the right way, I believe it will come and it will mess up already what you had before. If it's a home, I've met so many people who used to be rich and they lost everything. Totally everything, and they are poor. And they used to live a lifestyle where you are like, oh my God, I would love to live like that. And I believe highly, somewhere along the way, they hurt somebody, or they did something that was not the right thing, and karma wasn't happy with them. And when karma came, it took everything that they had with them. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to have a short-lived, nice lifestyle just because I'm greedy. I would rather eat slowly and eat for a longer time. So I wish you a nice weekend wherever you are. I've mentioned these in the past time and past days often, that I'm doing now YouTube. I'm starting to do my YouTube. I was totally against it, but I've decided I have to do it. And if you want to follow me on my YouTube channel, you don't know what's the name of the channel, the YouTube of my channel is Fidelis Phidpac. You can look for it, or you can ask me for the link. I'm going to give you. I'm also building a new team with a company which is based in America. We are only in 23 countries currently, so we are on momentum. So many people worldwide out there, they've never heard about the company, and those that have heard about the company, they are probably in countries that they are not open yet. When we are coming, we are opening those countries, and I can't wait. I am actually one of the first people in the entire of Europe to join the company, because we are totally new. I'm the first person in Austria, and I'm proud to be among the first people to join the company in Europe. And I'm helping people earn money weekly, because we are paid. Today it's Friday, it's payday. Yeah, I know. We are paid every Friday, so weekly payment. And that's not the only company that I'm promoting. I have other companies, I have other businesses. So if you're open to hear what I'm doing and to know what I'm doing, whether there's something that you can as well do, I'm happy to help you, let you know, share the information for you. But the choice is yours. You're the one to choose whether you are going to do it, whether it's something that fits to what you can do or not. Totally your own choice. I made my choices already, and I'm happy. I'm thankful, because those choices that I made to join the companies that I am with, and those that I've already, but those choices, they are the reason that I still can have an income at home during such crazy moments. There's so many people who said no to me previously, and right now they're fighting to get back their children back to school, because they don't have the money, and schools are opening. People don't have the money. We hear about America. So many people have been kicked out because they cannot pay for their rent. Such things. And these are opportunities which people just ignore, because it comes packed up as a work. It comes packed up as network marketing. People just have these, crazy ideas about what network marketing is. I don't understand people. And it's the easiest way you can earn money. Honestly, the easiest way you can earn money if you do it the right way. So I wish you a nice weekend wherever you are. Any information that you need about me, business, YouTube, whatever it is, You know where to get me. Ask me. I'm going to give you the information. If you know that you cannot do what I do, or if you believe, because you don't know, you haven't tried it, so you just decided you cannot, but you haven't tried it. But anyway, I respect that. But if you know somebody who you think might be interested and who would like to have a look at what I do, I'll appreciate so much if you can just send them to me, and I'm going to show them what I do. I'm going to help them along the way, because my mission is to help as many people as I possibly can to place food on the table for their children, to pay their bills, to be in a position where they have time and financial freedom. There's nothing in this world that is so sweet than time freedom, because time freedom is the reason that I am seated here on a Friday talking to you in my garden, working from home, doing my vegetables, which I started this during around, I think, 11 a.m. or something, because I'm just doing them as I answer emails, as I do, and this is time freedom. If I am employed by somebody, I will probably be at this time still at work. In a few minutes, happy to clock off from work and come home and then start I don't know what. But with what I do, I have the freedom to do wherever I want, anywhere I want, and however I want to do it. I determined how much money I want to earn. And this is the same thing you can do. And actually, you don't have even to leave your work. You don't have to quit your job to do what I do. You don't have to stop school to do what I do. You can do it as part-time, on your spare time. Instead of watching Netflix, you can spend 2 hours, 1 hour on building your residual income. Instead of gossiping about people that anyhow don't love you, they don't care about you. You only know when people care about you, when you're in trouble. Have you ever called one of those people that you gossip with and asked them for help? Did you get that help that you wanted? Were they there when you needed them? Then that's the time you know those are your people that loves you and they care for you. But if they come up with excuses, whatever the matter, whatever type of excuse, those people don't care about you, because you are replaceable. They're going to replace you with anybody else. They'll just start gossiping about you, look for a new person to replace you, and they move on. So I will encourage you, spend at least 1 hour or 2 hours and find out what you can do with those 1 or 2 hours that is going to help you and help your family to have at least some money coming in case your job quits you. In case the government decide to lock up everybody, can you still pay your bills? Just think about it. So I wish you a nice weekend. Be good. Take care of yourself wherever you are. Fidelis here. I have work to do here. So bye-bye. Thank you. You can share. You can love. You can like. You can comment and say whether this was something helpful. Whatever critique you have, I'm good with critics. I will listen. And feel free to share. And yeah, have a nice day. Thank you. Fidelis here. Bye-bye.